Brock Lesnar returned to SmackDown as advertised, but my gosh, did it make a great show. The SmackDown show overall was a very, very fun show. Unless, of course, you're Sami Zayn. But nonetheless, this is things you might have missed. And before we get started, make sure you've hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. It's free. A very smiley, happy, babyface Brock Lesnar obviously returned. And of course, they dubbed tonight Brock Friday, both on SmackDown and on WWE Shop. On Twitter today, we ran a poll with over 600 votes. And you guys voted for who would be F5'd by Brock Lesnar first. You voted Sami Zayn. You were right, but Sami got F5'd twice by the Beast. Of course, Brock Lesnar came out declaring he wants the Universal Heavyweight Championship. Obviously, Brock Lesnar, do you know what? It's always fun to see Brock. And honestly, WWE need to keep Brock as a babyface for sure. And obviously, it didn't take long for Brock to get interrupted by Sami freaking Zayn. It's almost like Sami Zayn had a death wish from the start of the show. Brock basically bullied Sami Zayn into changing his Universal title match from day one to tonight on SmackDown. So good. So good that they continued the story backstage with Sami trying to wiggle out of it, trying to do it, and Brock approaching him again. Honestly, it was just fun. We knew Sami was going to get screwed. There's no way Sami was going to have that match when Brock's around. And Mr. Conspiracy Theory, it just made sense. Also, quick shout out to these graphics that we got on SmackDown. I really love these graphics that WWE give us recently. But of course, Brock annihilated Sami Zayn before the match with Roman. Literally minutes before, I thought Sami Zayn was a very, very brave man to stand in the ring and call Brock Lesnar his guardian angel. Oh my god. What do you think was going to happen, Sami? Of course, he held him up to the corner. Brock left, commercial break. Roman Reigns then made his entrance. And it's main event time. What was the Tribal Chief going to do with Sami Zayn in this condition? Well, let's just put it this way. The match was a short one. It was one spear by Roman Reigns straight into the guillotine choke. And of course, Sami had to tap. Roman Reigns retaining the title in just under 10 freaking seconds. Do you know what? I'm laughing and people will say, oh, it's silly, they shouldn't have done that. It's storytelling and it was genius. And it's the best way to build to Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar on day one. I cannot wait. This day one pay-per-view is really shaping up to be something super big. WWE also continued the story with the wise man Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns, and Roman not trusting Paul, questioning Paul Heyman about if he knew Brock was going to be here, etc. I love that they're continuing that. It does make it feel cool. Could something big be coming? Is Paul turning at day one? We also got a promo package tonight for Shayna Baszler. It's probably the most talked about thing from SmackDown because obviously there was a very controversial comment made after it by Pat McAfee.
A Future Endeavours kick on the stairs from Shayna.
Now, that does sound a little bit tasteless, but hear me out. I actually think this is just old school wrestling. I think this is just them saying Shayna was responsible for Nia Jax and Nia Jax leaving. And although that does hit home a little bit, I believe Shayna and Nia are friends, and it does make Shayna into this more unstoppable beast, and that's a good thing. Lily has a new t-shirt out on WWE Shop. Of course, the long sleeve Lily shirt, great for the winter. And Alexa Bliss also has brand new stocking and Santa hat available on WWE Shop. Play and pain version. Not only Alexa, but so does the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. And they call it the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, not just the Fiend, which is very interesting. Of course, That is available right now. Mattel announced the other day the burnt Fiend figure will be literally coming out in the next few weeks on Ringside Collectibles. You can see it on screen. I don't think it's perfect, but it's probably the only representation of the burnt Fiend we're going to get. And for that reason, it's must buy. And if you are in the UK, the Fiend Holiday glow-in-the-dark Funko Pop is in Smith's from Friday, from today. Go to your store. Check online first for availability because it's only just dropping today. So make sure you go and pick that up and let him in.
What would you call Jeff Hardy if he were a woman with a child? A swanton mom.
The Viking Raiders dancing with Nakamura, Boogs and Pat McAfee is a sight I never thought I would see, especially after Nakamura and Boogs cost the Raiders their match against Los Lotharios. Which, I don't know, it kind of felt like something from a house show, but I'm okay with it. I really like the team of Carrillo and Angel, and I think seeing them together, I think it's a really fun thing. So giving them a big win, I'm fine with that for sure. But we did get breaking news. Xia Li is debuting next Friday. This is going to be so much fun. So if you haven't seen Xia Li yet, you've got about a week. Just go on YouTube. You're on it right now. Type in Xia Li after this video and watch her. She's fun. Now, we did get the new promo this week and we found out something interesting. Xia Li hates vultures. So that means there's one important question I need to ask. Does she like buzzards? I need to know that. Adam Pearce was on FaceTime because obviously he was not there at the show tonight because Brock Lesnar was. But we did find out the inspiration for the new colour scheme for NXT 2.0 with the artwork you can see on the wall there in Sonya Deville's office. Of course, Toni Storm called herself 2-Pie Toni. Why did you do that? Honestly, don't do that ever again, please, Toni. But I do like the idea of her. I don't care. I'm here for the Women's Championship, and that's the attitude she needs, and that's the attitude they delivered tonight in this backstage promo with Toni Storm. But that was not her only appearance. It got very fun as Charlotte Flair took to the ring and said no to Toni Storm's challenge. Toni had revenge in mind, and it happened. She pied Charlotte Flair. I would do the woo, but I suck at it. Honestly, the presentation of Toni Storm has been very fun. And if this is the match for day one, again, like I said, day one is shaping up to be a very big match. And honestly, we're just going to remember this image forever. Charlotte Flair, you deserve it. There was a promo package for Ricochet tonight. Ricochet not on SmackDown, but again, WWE reminding you about Ricochet. I thought that was good. Obviously, we like Ricochet, so let's see more of him, please. There was also a cool advert during the show where kids opened Christmas presents and got tickets to WrestleMania. What a fun way to advertise WrestleMania. Obviously, April 2nd, April 3rd, tickets available now. Go and buy them. WrestleMania, you know you want to. Kofi Kingston returned this week. I loved Kofi Kingston coming back. Obviously, it was Xavier Woods versus Jey Uso. But the match broke down very, very fast with Jimmy and Kofi all getting involved. And it does look like we're going to get the New Day and Usos at day one. They did confirm this later on in a backstage segment. Again, day one, man. Usos and New Day always deliver. On Raw this week, we found out we're going to get a steel cage match with Big E and Kevin Owens. Oh my God, that's going to be fun. WWE, don't do pay-per-views more often because now we've also got a Raw Women's title match. The nerves are setting in. The nerves have set in for me. Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch. Come on, WWE, pull that trigger. Liv. I need Liv to win, please. Sheamus versus Cesaro for me was definitely match of the night. I thought this was a really fun little match. It was a little bit short, but there was a cool moment with Cesaro grabbing Sheamus, saying to him, "You were like a brother to me." It does feel like this is a feud starting up. Of course, Sheamus went over. Sheamus with the win. I love that. They are really behind Sheamus. And I think Sheamus is always one of those talents that's been overlooked for a while. But that was a Brock Friday SmackDown. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Honestly, with the stories they were telling, the matches they were making, it was fun. For me, a very solid 8.5 out of 10. Just a fun Friday night SmackDown. But let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Like the video, share the video. Remember Charlotte being pied in the face. And I'll see you as always next time. Peace!